What's going on, guys? ZPL here today, and we'll go back to another Mario Kart 8 Deluxe discussion video. If you've been an active viewer of my shorts, you may have remembered a video that I kind of made a perfect Mario Kart game concept. Well, we're taking that short and putting it into a long video format with more detailed discussion. I think now's a good time to reiterate that this is all in my opinion, and if you don't agree, you don't agree. But don't go in the comments saying, you're wrong, or that's false, or that's mistaking, or whatever. But anyways, let's start making the concept of the perfect Mario Kart experience. First thing is first, I think that the perfect Mario Kart experience has to have some really good gameplay. And of course, there are a couple games in the series that I would point to with some of the best gameplay. For the karts, I would definitely 100% say that Mario Kart DS has the best karts in the series. Maybe nerf them slightly and make them not as broken with the off-road drifting. But overall, I gotta say, I really like the karts from Mario Kart DS, and I think those specific karts should be put into this game, or whatever the perfect game is. I would also take the bikes from Mario Kart Wii, which is the only other game with bikes in the series, but taking the bikes from Mario Kart Wii would also kind of balance out the karts, because in Mario Kart Wii, the bikes are really broken. So take that concept of the broken bikes, put that in Mario Kart DS. I think you can get a pretty balanced overall vehicle like game, but having different kind of physics at the same time to make them like have an advantage over the other. But of course, gameplay is not the only important factor into making a video game. We need graphics. I think this game's base game would be the perfect way to kind of get perfected graphics, but I would like to adjust some little things with the base game and maybe give it more vibrant colors and more Mario theming. Because of course, this perfect game, yeah, we could make it super realistic, but it's still a Mario Kart game at the end of the day. It's not a realistic hyper NASCAR kart. It's Mario Kart. It needs to have the Mario elements, which that's the one thing this base game I feel like does kind of miss on. It looks great, don't get me wrong, it looks phenomenal, but it's sometimes missing on just feeling like Mario. Does that make sense? Also, I would definitely take some graphics from Wave 4 as well. I mean, obviously, like, perfect the Wave 4 graphics to be as quality as the base game, but take some like the cartoony elements, I'd say, is the best case scenario for the graphics. I will say, heading back over to the gameplay department, I want to talk about the item system. Honestly, I'd say besides the coin item and like maybe the fire flower, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has really good items. However, how the item system works with the balancing is utter dog water. So I recommend, if we want to make a perfect Mario Kart game, take the item balancing from, like, let's say Mario Kart DS or Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, it'd be more hectic, but we already have the hectic physics, so I feel like it'd work out. Take those more hectic physics, take the items from 8 Deluxe, boom. I think you really get a very cool Mario Kart item roster, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you can't have Mario Kart without the items. And we gotta talk about the tracks. Obviously, we have to have over 48 tracks at the least, or 48 or over, I should say. Because Mario Kart has moved past 32 in my opinion. 32, if you go back from like 96 to 32, I'm sorry, it's not enough in this day of age for Mario Kart. We are at a point where we kind of need like at least 48 for the base game. So if Mario Kart 9 happens, yeah, give us at least 48 tracks. I would say keep the 16 Nitro and 16 Retro and just do whatever you feel like for the last remaining. Even some third parties, but not too much third parties, because this still is Mario Kart at the end of the day. It's not Nintendo Kart. For the third parties, I would definitely say at least have like 2, but no more than like 4, I'd say. Like maybe for the extra 4 cups, maybe added third-party Nintendo representation for each one, but no more than that, I would personally say. And some good examples would be Kirby, more Captain Falcon, and like F-Zero, Sonic, and I think we could stick with like Zelda as well. And moving from third-party to first-party, we gotta talk about the character roster of actual Mario characters. Alrighty, so this is a big one. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has the perfect amount of separate characters, but the character roster itself is very mid. For me personally, I would definitely say have all the Koopalings under one character suit. And for the alternate costumes such as Tanuki and Metal Mario, put those all into Mario, which kind of also leads me to add some alternate costumes to the well-known cast. Maybe like the original 8 characters plus a few more original characters can definitely have some cool alternate costumes just to kind of make things look fresh and keep cool, you know? But yeah, definitely trim out the fat of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe character roster, and also kind of make sure that some of the characters are like ones that are new. Like EGAD would be a perfect one. Keep some of the DLC characters that are coming like Bertle and Wiggler and Petey, but also add some new characters like maybe Monty Mole, or like, you know, characters that have been in like Mario Kart Tour, for example, but just probably are not coming to the base game. Also add Funky Kong, please. And yeah, also do bring back some previous characters. I mean, as I just said, Funky Kong, but like maybe like some cool one-offs like Rob. I know it's considered a third party, but like he was in Mario Kart DS, so I don't really know how that works. And yeah, that would have to do it with the character roster itself for me. Outside of the online stability in this game, I think the online mode and options is just incredible in this game, giving you a lot of options and freedom. But maybe have some options like you can, like in friend rooms, for example, maybe like give another game mode, or like maybe say, hey, only I can pick the tracks. So, you know, maybe you're doing a tournament or something, you want to go through every DLC track as a content creator. Well, you can't do it as easily if people are just choosing random tracks, you know? But one last thing I would love to talk about is actually not really anything you'd think about, but it's battle mode, because even though battle mode was really perfected in 8 Deluxe, I still think it could use a bit more. For example, maybe make Renegade Roundup, but not as like, you know, unfair. Also, I would definitely like add a couple more game modes, but the thing is the amount of battle tracks per se. I don't know how much they would do, but I would like to see 16 battle arenas, specifically because that'll give us 8 nitros and 8 retros, which if they do that, they can bring back a retro battle arena from every game, making kind of the perfect amount of battle arenas. And while they're at it, maybe they can throw like a city track or all the city tracks from Tour, you know? Just because why the hell not? But yeah, really, that is what I would consider the Mario Kart whatever is next base game. Obviously, there's gonna be DLC in the next Mario Kart. I think that's inevitable. So, you know, hey, I know it's not perfect, but it might be perfected with DLC. So, you know, that's cool. And this is just a general, like, in-depth, not super in-depth guide. It's just kind of you know, some features they could throw in. They obviously gotta do the little stuff as well. Like, they're gonna have like custom items probably, and like cool vehicle stuff like tires and gliders and stuff, plus the new gimmick. But that's neither here or there. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and join my Discord if you haven't already. And be sure to see you guys next time for some more Luigi driving while I talk about stuff. Peace out, gamers.